may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You may find yourself in another part of the world. You may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. You may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. You may ask yourself, how did I get here? And it takes no time, and the water won't be done. And it takes no time, water flowing under the into the blue again. After the body's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing under the. You may ask yourself, how do I get this? And you may ask yourself, where is my large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. You may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. And it takes no time.
Here we are, my dear. Time to pay your weekly bills.
Very well. Toinette, bring forth the messengers for payment. Claudine, you keep track of the treatments.
Right this way, please. Monsieur Florent, 6 francs for pleisters.
Outrageous! What is he charging for laxatives?
4 francs.
Highway robbery. Pay him 5 total.
Dr. Purgon. My goodness, 100 francs. That's the same as my dress bill.
Better spend it on you, my love. Just pay him 50 francs.
Yes, you know best. Better to spend your fortune on me.
The last one, consultation. What is the damage?
10 francs for upcoming treatment.
Outrageous! Pay before I get them? You tell your master that I shall pay for my treatments after I receive them.
I will leave you now, my love, to freshen up.
All right. What is the total?
So, by my calculations, you have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mixtures, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pleisters. Last month there were 12 mixtures and 20 pleisters.
I'm not surprised I feel worse this month. Look at the difference in treatments. She'll speak to Dr. Purgon about it so he may prescribe the proper amount next month.
I don't know, Master. That seems like far too many medical treatments.
Imbecile! Do you assume you know better than learned doctors? Take these coffers of riches to the storeroom for safekeeping.
Very good, sir.
Come, let all this be taken away. Nobody? I'm always left alone. Hello? Anyone? No. Toinette? 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 Is your name Toinette? Damn you fool! Confound it all! Toinette!
I'm coming. You needn't shout the house down.
No, yet that's the only way you seem to hear it.
Calm your impatience. What's the big rush?
Clearly you need to speak less and listen more. You're clearly hard at listening. Without any sense, I would. Ow! What happened?
I hit my head.
You hit your head.
I tripped on the leg of your chair.
And hit your head?
I did. I think I'm seeing double.
What? Don't come near me then. I don't want to see double.
Why? I don't think it's catching.
Everything is catching. Stand over there. I can scold you properly from here.
Well, I've already hit my head. What further punishment do I deserve?
I've been yelling till my throat is sore, you jade.
You know it's Elizabethan for whore, right? You made me break my head open. One seems just as bad as the other, so I think we're quits.
I had to call you a dozen times before you were here. A servant should never keep their master waiting. But you do it all the time. And when I try to scold, you seem to get yourself hurt. Ow! You ignored me, abandoned me, left me here.
Oh, is that blood?
What? Don't come near me if you're bleeding.
You make the servant so nervous with your constant shouting. Oh dear! I think I might have brain damage!
Please, you had brain damage well before today.
Your yelling hurts my brain.
What? Am I to be denied the pleasure of scolding my own servants?
If you have the pleasure of scolding, then I can surely have the pleasure of complaining. Let each have his own fancy.
Well, I'm supposed to give up, I suppose. Take this away. Be careful to have some broth ready for the other medications I must take soon.
This Dr. Percon and Monsieur Florent amuse themselves experimenting with cures of your body. I'd like them to tell me exactly what disease it is you have for them to physic you so. You seem to get great joy giving your fortunes for cures and plasters. What is it for?
Hold your tongue, simpleton. It's too far off your head. You wouldn't understand it if you tried. Ask my daughter Angelique to come to me. I have something to tell her after I take my pills.
Yes, sir.
And clear away these papers. I have company later this evening.
Claudine, come help me.
He certainly is in a state today. I sometimes wonder what our purpose is in this house.
Don't be silly. We have a very important service. The grand masters and mistresses make the messes, and we tidy them up.
But they always mess things up again.
That's called job security. Their disarray guarantees us permanent jobs cleaning up after them. Now, please clean all this way.
Toinette, have you seen my dear, sweet, and loving father?
No, I've seen the other one. Irritable, rude, and cranky.
I know he can be unreasonable at times, but underneath, he has a good heart.
Who would argue with you against that notion, and I would be inclined to agree.
Look at me a little.
Well, I'm looking at you.
Toinette,
Well, what, Toinette?
can't you see what I want to speak to you about?
Oh, I have some slight idea. Could it be your young lover? You're unhappy unless you mention him at least 20 times a day.
I know that I'm never weary of speaking of him, and that my heart takes advantage of every chance it gets to share my feelings with you. But tell me, Toinette, do you blame me for the feelings I have towards him? Well, am I wrong to have these good impressions of him? And how can I be insensible to his tender protestations of ardent love?
I can't imagine.
And the way we met. Am I wrong to see destiny in the way we met? The romance of the unexpected adventure of our meeting.
Okay.
And he has the best manners in the world. There's always something so noble and fine in what he says and does.
Noble.
That there's nothing more tender than the words he says to me.
Tender.
And that there's nothing more painful than my parental restraint. The way my father has me watch prevents all our sweet meetings. It prevents our heavenly inspired love.
Heavenly. Where were we?
Dear Toinette, tell me, do you think he loves me as much as he says he does?
Huh. That's a hard thing to trust at any time. An artificial performance of love is sometimes just like the real thing. I've met several very good actors.
What are you saying?
Didn't he say he was going to ask your papa for your hand in marriage? That should show you if he is true or not. That is the all-sufficient proof of proposal and a marriage certificate.
Oh, Toinette, if he deceives me, I will never believe in any man again.
father. He wants to speak to you.
Did you find Angeline?
Yes, master, we're in the salon. He says it is urgent.
So has to do with love. Aunt Bernadette says that love is as important as the air we breathe.
Well, why don't we keep this information about Cleo to ourselves, shall we?
Toinette, I don't need to keep this from my father. The reason Papa wishes to see me is because Cleon has asked for my hand in marriage.
But you two hardly know one another. I have a feeling you were one of the messes I must clean up today.
Excuse-moi.
I think you were setting yourself up for a heartache. You think he has proposed after knowing you only a week?
I'm sure. Here comes my father.
Angeline, I have some important news for you. You have been asked of me in marriage.
Daddy, I'm so excited! See, I told you.
Please, not so loud. It disrupts my humors.
I'm truly excited by this news.
Wonderful. So from what I see, there's no need of my asking you if you're willing to marry.
I will pay you with everything, Father.
What a treasure you are. It amazes me that I possess two beautiful and obedient daughters. Well, it is settled then, and I've promised you a wedding in 2 days.
It is my duty, Father, to blindly follow everything you ask of me.
My wife, your stepmother, wanted me to make another view. And of your little sister Louisa. She thinks that would be an excellent idea.
I'll bet she does.
She did not want me to consent to this marriage, but I've carried the day, and my word is given.
Really, sir, I am so pleased with you for that. It is the wisest thing you ever did in your life.
I've not seen the person in question, but I am told that I shall be satisfied with him, and that he is pleasing to the eye.
You're right about that, Father.
You've seen him then?
I must confess you were introduced to the theater last week.
You did not tell me that. But I am glad of it. It is much better than things should be so. They say he is a tall, well-made young fellow,
Yes, Father.
of a fine build,
Yes, indeed.
pleasant.
A beautiful face, a noble chin.
He's okay looking.
He dances well.
I'm not sure about the dancing. I'm just happy there's going to be a doctor in the family.
A doctor. I thought he was an artist.
No, he's a doctor, just like his uncle.
But Aunt Bernadette told me that his uncle's dead.
Something tells me that they are talking about two different people.
And speaks both Latin and Greek.
I'm not sure about that, Daddy. I'm a bit confused in the discrepancies of our conversation. But what does it matter? I'm happy and in love.
Excellent. Well, this concludes our little talk. Adieu.
Adieu.
Adieu? Don't you realize your folly? Do I have to spell it out for you?
What are you chattering about?
Master, what are the initials of Angelique's new fiancé?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. TD.
Angelique, what are the initials of the man you met at the theater?
C.S.
TD? CS? Do you know what this means?
It spells love in Latin.
It is a new type of laxative.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
What is she going on about?
I don't know, Father. I don't care. All I know is that I'm getting married in 2 days to Cleon.
What? Cleont? Who is Cleont? We are speaking about him who has asked you in marriage.
Cleon is the man who's asked for my hand in marriage.
No! The man who has asked for your hand was young Thomas Diafaru, nephew of Dr. Corgon, son of his mother-in-law, Monsieur Diafaru. Monsieur Florent and I decided upon this match this morning, and tomorrow my future son-in-law will be brought to me by his father.
You mean Cleon didn't ask for my hand in marriage?
I don't even know who that gentleman is.
Cleon is the man who I met at the theater last week.
You think I would let you marry a man you just met?
Well, you were trying to marry me off to Tomas, who I've never even met.
Yes, and you'll marry him in 2 days' time, and I'll also send you to an enemy as your stepmother suggests.
What? Sir, what a crazy idea! You are You're so wealthy. Why do you need a doctor in the family? You don't need the income.
I've already accepted. What business is it of yours, you impudent jade?
You always begin by abuse. Can we not reason together without getting into a rage? Come, let us speak civilly. What possible reason could you have for such a marriage?
My reason is that seeing myself firm, sick, I wish to have son-in-laws and relatives who are doctors. This secures a type of assistance in my illness. To have in my family the wisdom and remedies which are necessary to me. That and 24-hour consultation and prescription service.
Okay, I applaud you for staying relatively calm through that. And I guess that's a reason. But sir, let's be frank. Do you really and truly believe you are ill?
Believe that I'm ill. Believe that I'm ill? You impudent hussy!
Clearly, you are ill. Don't let's quarrel about this. Yes, you are very ill. I agree with you upon that point. More ill even than you think. Now, is that settled? But she is to marry a husband for herself, not you. And as she is not ill, what is the use in giving her a doctor?
It is for my sake that I give her this doctor. A good daughter would be delighted to marry for the sake of her father's health.
Sir, shall I, as a friend, give you a piece of advice?
What is this advice?
Don't go forward with this match.
And your reason?
The reason? Your daughter will never consent to it.
My daughter?
Your daughter, she will tell you that she is not neither Monsieur Diaperu, nor the son Monsieur Thomas Diaperu, nor all the Diaperus in the world.
But I have need of them. Besides, the match is more advantageous than you think. Monsieur Diafar only has a son for his heir. Moreover, Dr. Corbin, who has neither wife nor child, gives orders in favor of this marriage. Dr. Corbin is a man with 8,000 francs a year.
What a lot of people he must have killed to become so rich.
8,000 francs is something, without counting the property of the father.
That is very well. But, sir, all the same, I advise you between ourselves to choose another husband for her. She is not made to become a Madame Diaperu.
But I will have it so.
Oh, please don't speak like that.
Don't speak like that. Why not?
People will say that you don't know what you're talking about.
People say all they know. But I tell you that this match will go forward. I've already given my word.
And if she doesn't,
Then I will force her to do it.
she won't do it, I tell you.
She will. I will shut her in a convent.
You?
I.
That's funny.
How funny.
You won't shut her up in a convent.
I won't shut her up in a convent.
No.
And who's going to stop me? You.
You yourself.
Myself.
You wouldn't have the heart.
I will.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
Fatherly love will hinder you.
It will not hinder me.
A little tear or two, her arms thrown round your neck, or my darling little puppy said very tenderly will be enough to touch your heart.
All of that would be useless.
Oh, yes.
I tell you, nothing will move me.
I know you well enough. You are naturally kind-hearted.
I'm not kind-hearted. I'm ill-natured when I like.
Gently, sir, you forget you are ill.
Yes. All right. Fetch me my afternoon medicines. Tell my daughter that I command her to prepare herself to take the husband I have chosen.
And I will do nothing of the kind.
What have we come to? The world is upside down. The servant speaks that way to a master.
When a master does not behave properly, a sensible servant must set him right side up.
Oh, impudent scold, I will kill you!
It is my duty to oppose actions that would dishonor you.
Come here, package. I'll take you to talk to your master now.
I will bring both those girls, and I forbid you to decide who they will marry.
Will you stop the servant? I'll take you to talk to your master that way.
Aha, that. I will never consent to this marriage.
I'm sick. I'm infirm. I need to She'll get no dowry from me.
And I will disinherit her if she obeys you.
Oh, my heart. Oh, I'm faint from this kiss.
You look perfectly healthy to me. The run is added color to your cheeks.
Oh, I'm done for. It's enough to kill me.
Such dramatics. You aren't sick.
I'm sick as a dog.
Well then, I best go fetch you a bone.
Well, come back here. Oh.
Oh, what ails you? My poor husband.
Come, help me.
What is wrong with my little darling one?
My love,
My love.
they just put me in a rage.
Alas, my poor little husband. What is the matter with my own dear pet?
That Jane Toinette is more insolent than ever.
Don't excite yourself.
She openly defies and encourages my daughters to follow her example.
Gently, husband, remember your heart.
She has been thrown to me about everything for the last hour.
There. And your liver. Don't want to overexcite that either.
And then she had the impudence to say that I'm not ill.
She's an impertinent hussy.
That's what I said! She'll be the death of me. Thank goodness you love me.
Oh, you have no idea how much I love you.
She's the cause of my hyperactive heart.
Well, let's not talk about that.
And I've asked you so many times to send her away.
My dear, there is no servant without defects. We are obliged at times to put up with their bad qualities on account of their good ones. The girl is careful, skillful, diligent, and above all, honest.
Madam,
What is going on? Why have you given my husband a fit?
I, madam. Alas, I don't know what you're talking about. And my only aim is to please my master in everything.
Oh, the deceitful girl!
He said that he wanted to marry his daughter to the son of Monsieur Diaperu. I said the match was too advantageous for her, and that I thought that he should put her in a convent.
Clever girl. What she says is right.
Mon petit chou, how can you believe her? She's a vile girl and said 100 insolent things to me.
I believe you, my husband. Gently, remember your plans. Toinette, you listen to me. If you make my husband angry again, I'll send you away. Now go fetch me some pillows so I can make him comfortable on his chase.
My dear, you take such good care of me.
Raise yourself a little. One for you to rest your head upon. And here is one for your side.
And this one to keep you from the evening down.
Oh, smother me!
That's for yourself.
Hold on no longer.
Why do you fly into such passion? She thought she was doing the right thing.
You don't know, darling, the wickedness of that villainous bandit. She's altogether upset me, and I shall need a variety of different mixtures and injections to balance my humors.
Compose yourself.
My love, you always take care of me.
That's the plan.
In order to repay you for all the love you have given me, I will alter my will.
Ah, my soul, speak not of that. I beseech you. And the very word will makes me faint with grief.
I've asked you to call upon our notary so we can work out the details.
I have. And he shall be here at any moment. You are all in disarray. Put your nightcap over your ears, and your robe needs changing. I'll retrieve him while you freshen up.
There's a visitor here to see you, madame.
Yes, show him in.
Good afternoon. My name is Monsieur de Bonnefoy.
Relax. He's not here.
Please, I love you.
All I want is a life with you.
Come away with me. We don't need our mom's money.
Well, I
Papa's money, I wouldn't have to work. We could spend every minute together.
Wonderful. And if we follow through with our plan, we won't have to wait for our bond to be met.
But I do feel bad about the girls, sending them to a nunnery.
Nonsense. My father sent me to a nunnery, and I turned out fine.
Well, then this would be no problem.
It only requires a little deception on your part.
That might be a problem.
You're a lawyer. Isn't that what you do in court?
Not really, no. You see, I can't lie. I have my, condition.
What condition? Why can't you lie?
No, it's nothing. You needn't worry about me.
What condition?
It's nothing serious. It's merely that when my heart rate becomes elevated, like when I lie, my condition gets triggered. But I haven't had an episode in years, so I'm sure I'll be fine.
You're sure?
I swear to you, I'm not the slightest bit nervous.
Sorry for the delay. Mon Dieu! What happened to Monsieur de Bonfoy?
I'm not sure.
Get me to a nunnery!
Shakespeare?
How long was I out?
Not long.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, sir. You see, I'm narcoleptic.
Perhaps you could stand over there.
Oh, it's not catchy.
Everything is catchy.
Oh, indeed.
Despite your condition, my wife and I are pleased you are here. I don't believe you've met Billy.
No, I haven't.
Strange condition, isn't it?
Narcolepsy. Yes. So, I hear those who have it are the most trustworthy.
Ouch, that spot! Oh. Hello.
This is my wife, Billy. Billy, this is Monsieur de Bonfoy.
Pleasure.
Billy has informed me of the message you left about my will.
Yes, it would appear we have a slight problem with the laws of the land. There is a bylaw that states that a husband can leave his wife nothing in the event of his death.
This is the law?
Definitely.
Look how trustworthy he is.
Clearly.
Now, it's winter. There is a way around the law, however.
How?
You can simply hand it over to her now, as a gift.
Give her all my money? That seems a bit rash.
I don't want his money. His love is all the gift I need. He can give me the money as a gift.
Indeed.
I'm not sure how I feel about this idea.
Well, if you trust her to handle your affairs after you are gone, it stands to reason you can do so now.
But I have my children to consider. They'll need dowries if they are to wed. I don't want to burden my wife with these calculations.
I couldn't underestimate a woman's ability to be calculating.
What was that, my dear?
To calculate! Women are far more capable than we're given credit for. Anyways, I don't want your money. All I need is you. Why don't you put your daughters in a convent?
Convent is an excellent idea. It would reduce the complexity of your finances. There would be no need for calculations.
Well, not Angelique. I promised her to a young doctor. They wed in 2 days.
Oh, congratulations. A doctor in the family will reduce your medical bills.
Yes, that is the plan.
And your younger daughter?
No match on the horizon yet. But she, like her sister, is set on marrying for love.
What about the love of God? In a convent.
Monsieur Harcourt. The solution seems crystal clear. In 2 days, your elder daughter gets married to a doctor, thereby decreasing your medical bills. You can then give yourself peace of mind by placing Louison in a convent so that she will be taken care of for the rest of her days. You can then give yourself complete peace of mind by allowing your wife to assume full control of your finances and assets.
I already told you, I don't want his money. But if it will help his health, I will gladly take on the burden.
Do you really think this is the best plan for my family?
Do I? I do.
Yes, Sailor, goodness, he is out again. Help me, my dove. We shall have more privacy in my own little study.
I think Beline's up to something. We should find out what it is. I wonder what they're plotting.
They are shut up in the notary, and I heard something of a will. Your stepmother doesn't sleep. No doubt it is some conspiracy against her interests.
Let him dispose of his money as he likes, as long as he does not dispose of my heart in the same way. Toinette, please do not forsake me. I beseech you in this my extremity.
I think I heard talk of a convent too.
Oh no! I bet that's her plan for me.
Listen, I will never forsake either of you. I'd rather die. Your stepmother tries to take me into her confidence and make me espouse her interests. I never liked her. And I've always been on your side. Trust me, I will do everything I can to serve you. But in order for our plan to work, I will have to change your tactic. I'll hide my wish to help you and pretend to agree with your father and stepmother.
Your Aunt Bernadette has just arrived from her country estate.
Aunt Bernadette!
Thank God you're here.
Your beauty seems to have grown leaps and bounds. Angelique, you look like a girl in love.
Oh, I am in love.
But there's sadness behind your eyes.
Well, there are some complications.
With what love's concerned, what could stop you?
Your brother and his wife.
He's been an ogre lately.
He wants to make me a nut.
Someone must let Cleon know about this proposed marriage. If he finds out I'm supposed to wed another, he'll forsake me.
And no one will want to propose to me if they think I'm to become a nut. Let's not panic. Let's all take a breath. And calm down. I will gather us together to make sure that we can see our plans through, and I will talk to my brother tomorrow and try to make him see reason. In the meantime, Claudine, run and tell Cleon everything that's happened.
Yes, madame. I'll go right now.
Now, we must all act as if nothing is out of the ordinary. Just play around with Zoe acceptable plans. We don't want to get your stepmother suspicious.
Madam, thank goodness you are home. If anyone can talk sense into your brother, it will be you.
Yes, now we can have some hope. You will stop his plans, won't you?
I promised your mother that I would protect the both of you as if you were my own. Trust me. Everyone has the right to choose who they love and who they marry. And I will protect your interests with my very last breath. Now, with Toinette and Claudine on our side, they haven't a chance. Good night, my dears.
Oh, Aunt Bernadette, thank you so much. Such a relief to have you on our side.
Sweet dreams, Mother.
Sleep well and dream of freedom from your father's control. I promise you, we will prevail.
Ooh, baby, do you know that ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. to come around. All the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into a room, you only close now it's time to move. And you're spinning with the stars above, and you're looking out, you know, baby, do you know that's right? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say heaven, love comes first. We're in heaven, a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When I feel for you, I reach for you, and you bring me home. When I'm lost at sea, I hear your voice, and you carry me. In this world where time is healing, to understand the depth of living. Maybe I want to break before I'm not afraid anymore. Baby, do you like that way? Do you have it to place on it? Say heaven, love comes first. Good and heaven, a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on in this world we're just beginning to understand the miracle living. Maybe I wasn't afraid before, I'm not afraid anymore. Ooh, baby, do you know that's right? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say heaven, love comes first. Ooh, make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Good morning. Is my brother awake? I want to speak with him first thing today.
He's up and grouchy as a bear.
He's upset that Mademoiselle Angelique defies his authority as a father.
Well, what can he expect when he behaves so unreasonably?
We are all in agreement there, but I think that this morning would not be the best time to speak to him.
Yes, he's agitated about the visit of the groom and father.
And he has a headache, probably from too many medications last night.
Well, in that case, perhaps I shall speak to him after the visitors have left.
I think that would be the best plan, Madame. You know what it could be like in the mornings.
Yes, ever since we were young, he's been slow to rise and cantankerous when the mood suits him. You can't reason with him when he behaves like this, and I only hope to convince him that this marriage should not take place.
He's anything but reasonable this morning. He threw a shoe at me when I brought him his morning coffee.
That settles it. I shall go out this morning and set all plans in order.
As much as I hope you can reason with him, Madame, I think we will have to use our plans to carry the day.
And that's why the general always has an alternative plan, should the first line of defense fail.
And an excellent plan it is.
I'm Claudine. Help me use my coat. I shall sneak out by the back door so nobody notices my absence for a few hours. Remember, secrecy is vital if we are to pull this off.
Yes, madame, we all know how to keep things from the master. Good day. What is it you want, sir?
What do I want? That all depends on whether or not you believe in love. That love has the power to overcome every obstacle.
Cléante?
It is I. I came as soon as Claudine told me about events. You must be Jeanette.
No.
Baguette.
No.
Pirouette.
No.
Chia-pet.
Toinette.
Ah, yes, Toinette. Claudine told me all about you and your hope to Angelique. How can her father wish to wed her to another? We are in love.
Unfortunately, her father doesn't care about love. He wants free home health care.
The literature has taught us that love conquers all. Look at Romeo and Juliet.
They both commit suicide.
Guinevere and King Arthur.
Guinevere cheats on King Arthur.
Agamemnon and Clytemnestra.
She kills him and his mistress. Have you read these books?
I don't have to know what he says.
Yes, you do.
I must see Angelique to know her heart.
Very well, but it's not so easy to speak to Angelique. You've been told how closely she's watched. She never goes out, nor does she see anyone without a chaperone. It was only because of her Aunt Bernadette that we were able to go see the play where your love began.
I'm not here as a Cléante, nor as her lover, but as a friend of her music master. I have his permission to come in his stead for her lesson today.
Here comes her father. Withdraw and let me tell him who you are.
Dr. Pollard told me to walk 12 times to and from my room every morning. But I forgot to ask him if it should be lengthwise or across.
Sir, there's a gentleman
You're
here.
speaking in a low tone. You forget that one should never speak so loudly to sick people.
I said that there is a
Speak
gentleman.
low, I tell you. What? No, I can't even hear you. Have Monsieur Diablo and his son arrived?
No, sir, but there's another gentleman here who would like to speak to you.
Let him come in.
My master will now see you.
Good day to you, sir.
Do not speak too loud, for fear of splitting open the head or sick once you are gone.
Sir, I am delighted to find you up and to see you better.
How? Better? It is false. Master's always ill.
I have heard that your master was better, and I think that he looks well in the face.
Well, in the face, he looks very bad, and it is only imprudent folks who says that he's better. Why, he was never so ill in his life.
She is right.
He walks, sleeps, eats, and drinks like other folks. But that does not hinder him from being very, very ill.
Quite true.
Monsieur, I am sent by your daughter's music master. He was obliged to go into the country for a few days and has asked me to come here to give Mademoiselle Angelique her music lesson in his place.
Very well. Call Angelique.
Should we not bring the gentleman to her room for lesson?
No, make her come here.
But he cannot give her a proper lesson if they are not left alone.
Oh, yes he can. You give the lesson in front of me and my guests. I want to show off the beautiful voice to the groom-to-be. That won't be a problem, I hope.
I am at your service, sir.
But she was so upset earlier and...
Nonsense! I'll be thwarted by constant excuses. I love music, and I should be glad to. Oh, there she is. Now that I no longer need you, perhaps you can go without argument and check if our guests arrive. Angelique, your music master has gone into the country for a few days, so he has sent this gentleman in his stead.
Oh heavens! It's you! I can't believe you're really here.
I told you she loves her music lessons.
Now that my new music master's here, there's nothing that can make me unhappy. Nothing!
Master, Monsieur the Emperor and Son Thomas have arrived.
Father, I'd rather do my studies in private.
And I'd rather you didn't. I want my guests to see how extraordinary you are. She's to be married in 2 days.
My congratulations. He's a very lucky man to win one so fair.
Yes, they're both lucky. He's a doctor, nephew to my own, Dr. Pogo.
Sir, I am of your opinion now, and I take back all that I said before. Monsieur Diaperu and his son Monsieur Thomas Diaperu, the son of Arise. How well provided with a son-in-law you will be. He said that 2 words to me, it is true, but I was struck dumb by them. I'm sure Angelique will be in shock.
No, do not go, sir. I'm about to marry my daughter, and they have just brought a future husband whom she has not met. We will want to hear your lesson.
You do me great honor, sir, in wishing me to be a witness of such a pleasant interview.
Please, invite her music master so he may attend the wedding if he has returned to town. Oh, you're welcome as well, Monsieur.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than your daughter marry the man she loves.
Monsieur the Emperor and Son Thomas.
Dr. Pagon has forbidden me to uncover my head. Your son belongs to the profession and knows I must follow my doctor's orders.
We are bound in all our visits to bring relief to invalids, not to injure them.
Thank you for coming to us. I would have come to you, but, of course, my health prevents it.
It is our pleasure to come here, sir. After all, we are family.
Yes, of course.
But not by procreation, of course.
No, of course not.
That would imply that you and I, who made it, had a child of our own.
We didn't do that.
We are both men. The event that we should conceive a child together is highly unlikely.
Or completely.
Not necessarily. A male seahorse actually gave birth to have these little brood pouches.
Very interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
I think of things all the time. It's because of my brain. I'm told it's quite dark.
Really? I thought they were all the same size.
No, mine's bigger. They have a special way of measuring them now. Would you believe if I told you that mine is larger than my brother-in-law, Dr. Purgon?
Larger than Dr. Pagon's?
Oh, yeah. His brain isn't as large as people think. It's good. But girth isn't anything compared to length when it comes to brain potency, and I have exceptional length.
Too bad you want a doctor.
Oh, yes, well, I would have been, of course, had I not been colorblind. But my son Tomas will be a doctor in a matter of days.
Yes, I know.
Now, Tomas, of course, pay respects.
Ought I not to begin with the father?
Yes.
Sir, I've come to salute, acknowledge, cherish, and revere in you a second father for taking me into your home and family. A second father to admire more, I make bold to say, than to the first. The first has given me birth, but you have chosen me to wed your daughter, and I will dedicate my life to prove to you that you have chosen wisely. Not only will I prove that I am the best man for your daughter. Thank you.
Wow! What a display of wit! His instructors must be so proud.
Is that your satisfaction, Father?
Indeed.
Come, my daughter. Bow to this gentleman.
Shall I kiss?
Yes, yes.
Madam, it is with great justice that heaven has granted you the title of stepmother. For any me she steps towards the perfect beauty.
It is not to my wife, but to my daughter you are speaking.
Shall I wait for her then?
No, go forth with your compliments to the young lady in the meantime.
Madam, as the statue of Mandon gave forth a harmonious sound when struck by the first rays of the sun, so too do I experience a sweet rapture at the apparition of this sun of your beauty. As the flower star of your nature turns towards the star of day, so too does my heart turn towards the resplendent stars of your adorable eyes. You smell like roses in springtime. But unlike the rose, you have no thorns. Suffer me, mademoiselle, so I make an offering of my heart on the altar of your charms. I long for no greater glory than to be your most humble and most obedient and most faithful servant. And husband.
Wonderful, that was wonderful. And he is a better doctor than a poet.
I think I feel a little ill.
Well, what do you say to that?
I am in wonderment at this fine speech. How his patients must thrive under his care.
No, quick! Seats for everybody! Come, sit here, my daughter. You see, sir, that everybody here admires your son. I think you're very fortunate in being the father of such a fine.
Sir, it's not because I'm his father, but I have reason to boast that I am proud of him, and that all those who see him speak of him as a youth without heart. He has had to overcome many challenges to become the man you see before you. Things were difficult for him because of who I am, and the size of my frame. Not to mention my charm and wit. Well, I cast a very long shadow. As a child, he never was what one would call sharp or lively. He was always gentle, peaceful, taciturn, never speaking a word, and never playing at any of those little pastimes that they call children's games. I take full responsibility for his wit and wisdom, though I found it most difficult to teach him to read. He was 9 years old before he knew his letters. I could only, I used to tell myself, slow-growing trees bear the best fruit. And though it's harder to engrave a marble than sand, it lasts long. It's far more valuable.
Certainly, certainly. Tell me, young man, like your uncle, do you align yourself with the opinions of the ancients?
My uncle has schooled me on the opinions of the ancients himself.
I would have taught him the opinions of the ancients myself, had I not been colorblind.
Naturally.
I believe the ancient wisdom taught to me by my uncle far surpasses in fact being taught by these educators at university.
I'm glad you agree with your uncle. He's a very talented doctor.
As I would have been.
Had you not been colorblind, I'm sure you will follow in his footsteps.
He already has. Tell her about the dead.
What dead woman?
Madam, with the permission of your father, I invite you to assist at the dissection of a woman. Please join me and give lectures.
What an amazing invitation! So gallant, so much more romantic than an evening at the theater.
I know he is quite gifted with the dead ladies.
I do not need you to prove your skills to me. I'll take your word for it.
But perhaps it is time to prove your skills to your contented. Let's have a performance.
No, Father, I'm begging.
Please, have my daughter sing before my distinguished guests.
Master, I'm not so sure the new music master will have anything prepared.
Yes, it is only their first lesson together.
Thank you for your concern, but I have just the thing to amuse our august guests.
It needn't be much, just a verse or two.
Or a chorus, or something small.
It is an operetta.
That doesn't sound small.
What on earth is an operetta?
It is a light opera.
Aha, an opera, fewer calories.
Mine?
Don't refuse. I have no voice, but in this case, it is sufficient if I make myself understood.
Are the verses pretty?
It is a small extempore opera, and what you will hear is only rhythmical prose, or a kind of irregular verbs, such as passion and necessity make two people utter.
Does it have a name, your operetta?
Yes, it is called The Man in Love with a Woman Who Was Promised by Her Father to a Nervous Idiot. The man has to pretend to be someone he is not, to confirm his love with the woman and plot together how to thwart the father's horrible plans.
How do you fit that in the program in my key?
This is the moment in the operetta where the man speaks to his beloved in song to learn her heart. Phyllis, too sharp a pain you bid me bear. Break this stern silence. Tell me what to fear. Disclose your thoughts and bid them open lie. To tell me if I live or die.
The marriage preparation sadden me, overwhelmed with sorrow. My eyes I lift to heaven, I strive to pray. Then gaze on you and sigh. No more, I say.
Tircis, who fain would woo, tell me, Phyllis, is it true? Is he so blessed by your sweet grace, as in your heart to find a place?
I may not hide it in this dire extreme. Tircis, I owe for you my love.
Oh, blessed words, am I indeed so blessed? Repeat them, Phyllis, set my doubts at rest.
I love you, Tircis.
Ah, Phyllis, once again.
I love you, Tircis.
Alas, I fain 100 times would hearken to that strain.
I love you. I love you. Tircis, I love you.
Your father to his vow would subject you.
Welcome death before I prove it true. I will never abandon my love for you.
I like this song. It's got a great message.
I've heard enough. I don't like this operetta after all. What does the father say to all of this?
Nothing.
The father is a fool to put up with those silly things. Without saying a word.
Shall we continue?
No, that won't do. An operetta like that is very bad taste. The shepherd Tircis is an impertinent fellow. The shepherdess Phyllis is an impudent girl to run away and marry against her father's wishes. Whoever heard of such a thing? It was ridiculous.
In any case, I didn't care for the melody at all. It was very Cro-Magnon. I prefer music that's a bit more catatonic.
Well, thank you for your time, monsieur. Goodbye for the present.
Very well, I am your servant. Mademoiselle, for our next lesson, please practice that other operetta your music master has given.
Remind me which one that is.
The one entitled, Shall I Sneak Up to Your Room Shortly so we can continue our conversation and decide how best to proceed with our plans to run away and marry?
I will practice it with all my heart. I shall also practice. Please be discreet, as I don't want my mother to know what we're up to, because if he finds out, he will put me in an nunnery.
Wonderful. You may also want to look at, Never fear, my love, I'm quite discreet, and your father will never know.
I knew I loved you the moment I met you, even though my maid tried to talk me out of it. Is another operetta I'd love to learn.
You can also study.
Enough! It is quite enough homework for her. The title's longer Jonesy.
Father, may I show him out?
You may not. We have guests, and he's only a music master.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, my dear, just in time. Please meet Monsieur Diavaro, son Thomas.
Enchanté.
Merci, monsieur.
Madam, it is with great justice that heaven has granted you the title of stepmother. For any who see stepchildren.
Dear sir, I am delighted to have come just in time to see you.
Since we've seen you, Madam, you have interrupted me in the middle of my speech and troubled my memory.
Keep it for another time.
I wish, my love, that you had been here just now.
Ah, madam, you have missed so much by not being here for the second father, the statue of Memnon, or the flower-styled heliotrope.
Now, come, doctor. Shake hands with this gentleman and pledge him your trial.
Father!
Well, what do you mean, father? He's offering you his hand in marriage.
Father, I beseech you, give us time to become acquainted with one another and to grow that sympathy so necessary in a perfect union.
Madam, as far as I'm concerned, if it is what my father wants, that is enough for me.
I'm afraid that's not enough for me, sir. I can't fake the way I feel. I must follow my heart and only wed for love. I must confess that your merit has not yet made enough impression on my heart.
Nonsense. There'll be enough time for impressions to be made after you're married. Don't you love your father? Isn't that following your heart?
Father, I beseech you. Marriage is a chain that cannot be imposed by force. If this gentleman is a man of honor, he would not wed bride who is forced into marriage.
Enough of this nonsense. You will marry Thomas. It is a logical match. It is of a good family. And you will take great care of me. I mean you, and be a dutiful and rich husband.
Father, I already told you that I only want love for my husband. That's all I need to be happy.
That's all I need too. Shall I send for Monsieur de Bonfoy to draw up your marriage contract?
Drop what you will. I will never sign it. Never. And you can bet it on proof.
My dear, what possible objection could she have to my son?
She may have another inclination in her heart.
So be it in a wedding dress or a nun's habit, she will hit church bells in 2 days' time. Gentlemen, I'm so sorry for that display. Trust me, I will bring her to reason.
Of course you will. The only proper way to parent is to trample all over the willful desires of our children. Is to break their spirits and force them to obey.
If I were you, my husband, I would not force her to marry. I know what I would do if she were my daughter.
Gentlemen, I beg your pardon for all of this.
My father trampled all over my wants, so that it turned out just fine.
Don't be anxious. I will bring her to reason.
I'm sorry to leave you back here, but I have some business with Monsieur de Bonfoy which calls me to town. I shall soon be back.
Go, my darling. Call upon the notary and tell him to be quick about you know what and the marriage contract.
Of course.
Goodbye, my darling. There is no end in sight for our love.
Oh, there is an end in sight.
How this woman loves me. It is perfectly incredible.
I can't believe it myself.
We shall take our leave of you now, sir.
Oh, I beg of you, sir. Ask your son to tell me how is my health. I may need an elixir after all this stress.
Perhaps a quick diagnosis is in order. Monsieur Argon does the flush.
If you say so, Father.
Now, listen to his heart.
That'll be a good place to start. What do you hear?
It's beating.
Is that bad?
It's probably not good.
Did you notice me causing it?
A beating heart?
Dr. Perron thinks it's my liver or my spleen.
Do you exercise regularly?
A little. I chase the servants around when they annoy me.
I cut that out. Quite right.
Goodbye, sir. I hope soon to have the pleasure of seeing you again as family. I must go now and take my morning laxatives. Excuse me.
Before I go, I must inform you about something I just witnessed. While passing Angelique's store, I saw her with a young man who ran away as soon as he noticed me.
A young man? With my daughter? No wonder she's been so resistant to my plans.
Yes, and your little girl Louise son will tell you all about it. You stay here. I help your poor papa with his medicines.
No whining from you. Stay here.
Shall I come with you, Father?
No, I want you to stay here for a bit. Find Angelique, show her why she should love you.
Why should she love me?
Well, why should she love you? My boy, you are confident.
True.
Optimistic.
True.
You have such a way with words.
True.
And unlike other men who only do what they're told, you are your own man.
If you say so, Father.
I know, sir.
I don't feel like my own man.
Oh, nonsense.
I'm not comfortable with what I'm doing.
And your blind obedience makes me so proud.
I would never disobey you, Father. It's just, I'm not good at the things you want me to do.
Well, whatever you decide to do in life, I'll support you always.
I want to be an artist!
Absolutely not! Relentless loser! Think of how rich you'd be as a doctor.
I swear, I sound like an idiot sometimes.
Like all doctors. Learn to ignore those feelings and replace them with feelings of superiority and condescension.
Is that what Uncle does?
Of course. Now go. Find a girl and make her love.
Excusez-moi. Are you Angelique's sister?
Yes, I am.
Do you know where I may find her?
If you wish to win her heart like your father just instructed you, it's me you want to seek out.
But I have already found you.
Haven't you heard? The way to a woman's heart is through her sister.
I did not know that.
I can teach you everything about Angelique.
You would help me.
Of course. But I must warn you that if you spend too much time with me, you might change your mind and want my heart instead.
I think I hear your father.
Claudine! Take this man's mirror quickly. I'll tell you everything later.
I think I've just been saved.
Louis, son! Do you have anything you want to tell me?
I can tell you the story of the ass, the steer, the fable of the fox and the crow.
That is not what I want of you.
What is it then?
Ah, cunning little girl. You know very well what I mean.
No, Papa.
Is this the way you obey me?
Obey, Papa?
Is it your job to inform me about your older sister?
Yes, Father.
And if she has a man in her room, wouldn't it be your job to inform me?
Yes, Father.
And then you saw a strange man in her room, but said nothing to me.
I didn't find him strange. I had met him before.
Are you toying with me?
I'm just trying to protect my sister. Isn't that the right thing to do?
You must protect her from herself. Having a man in one's room is highly inappropriate.
I don't think so.
Ah, indeed, well, you would never have a man in your room.
Sure I would. I have one there now.
Don't mock me. I won't stand for it.
Is it so hard to believe that there's a man in my room?
It's hard to believe as your disrespectful tone. Now I shall have to punish you.
What are you going to do? Have me stand in the room?
I'm going to spank you.
What am I? 7?
If you act like a spoiled child, I shall drink you as well. I shall teach you to respect your father.
Papa, you hurt me.
No! What does this mean? Louisa! Louisa! Oh, blessed father! Oh, my child! My poor child is dead! Oh, what have I done? Oh, my child! Oh, dear Louisa! Oh, my child is gone! What have I done?
I'm alive! Your grief brought me back. It's a miracle.
Why would you deceive me thus? Do you know what you nearly did to me?
Please forgive me, Papa. My sister told me not to tell you anything, but I will tell you everything.
You've been a naughty girl. I shall forgive you this once. But you must tell me everything.
Yes, Papa.
Be sure you take great care, for here is my little finger which knows everything. And it will tell me if you do not speak the truth.
You won't tell sister I told you.
No.
Very well. It was the man she met at the theater. He heard about your marriage plans and he couldn't stay away. He says he loves her.
And what does he say?
She said she loved him too. Then he knelt before her and kissed her hand. And she said that nothing would get in the way of their love.
And then?
Then my stepmama came through the door. He skipped out the window. That's everything.
Nothing else?
No, Papa.
Here's my little finger which says something though. Wait, stay. Aha. Yes. Oh, no. Oh, dear! Here's my little finger which says something you saw, and which you do not tell me.
Papa, your little finger's a storyteller.
Take care.
No, I assure you, he's a storyteller.
We remain unconvinced. Go away now and pay great attention to what you say. But trouble. I've not even enough leisure to attend my illness. I've quite done up.
Well, brother. How are you? What is the matter?
Very bad, sweet sister, very bad.
I just saw Louis' son. She seems very upset.
She seems upset. How about me? I was sent to spank her just now.
That's a sad thing indeed.
I've hardly enough strength to speak.
Then you listen and I shall speak. I've come to propose an alternative match for my niece, Angelique.
Don't speak to me of that wicked, good-for-nothing, insolent, brazen girl. She's disobedient and defiant of my wishes. Well, put her in a convent if she disobeys me. And Louis' son is just as bad hiding secrets.
Well, you have little strength left after all. My visit seems to have done you some good.
On the contrary, I'm all done up and upset again. I have made a perfect match with a doctor.
Perhaps a doctor is perfect for you and your needs, but what about Angelique and love? Don't you care about her happiness in marriage?
Please, no more about doctors and marriages. My head spins. I think I feel palpitations coming on.
Very well. We will finish this later, but trust me, brother. I will not have my nieces married against their will. I've made a promise to their dear departed mother. That I would see them happily wed, and I do not break my back.
Please, I must rest and take my clyster.
We will finish this little chat later, but trust me, brother, when I say that this marriage you have chosen for Angelique is outrageous.
Madame Bernadette, how do we make sure that Monsieur Aragon's plans do not come to pass? I've never seen him so determined.
When Claudine comes back, I want the both of you to come to my chambers. We will coordinate our battle plans to combat my brother's weakness. I have some ideas that will take some planning to pull off.
Boom! We will create a plan that will make it all come out right.
But remember to keep this a secret from the rest of the servants. We will need the element of surprise if we are to pull this off.
Viva la resistance!
Watch out, here I come. I get to know your name. When I just as you probably know, baby. All I know is that's me. You know what you have to learn. As if the facts of you. And I've got to have my way now, baby. All I know is that's me. You look like you're happy, but I don't look like you're happy. Watch out, me right now. You spin me like one, baby. Watch out, baby. Baby, watch my ground. You spin me like one, baby. Watch out, baby. Watch my ground. I got to be your friend now, baby. And I would like to move and get to leave a little side. It's me, you look like you're dancing, but I don't feel like you're gonna watch out, see right now. You spin me like one, baby, watch out, baby, baby, watch my ground. You spin me like one, baby, watch out, baby, baby, watch my ground.
Madame, here's Monsieur de Bonfoy.
Good evening, monsieur. My husband has not yet risen from his afternoon nap.
The minutes feel like hours when I'm away from you.
Wonderful. Did you get the new will drawn up for our bond?
Of course, my only one. In fact, it's right here.
And it specifies that I have complete control over all finances and decisions of the family.
Just as you wished, you will have full control of the family finances and the fate of your two stepdaughters.
Excellent news. Now we just have to get our bond so we can sign it.
Sign what, sister-in-law?
Nothing. Merely the marriage contract for Angelique.
What on earth? Is he all right?
He has narcolepsy and suffers these attacks.
Once more into the breach, dear friends. How long was I out?
Only for a moment. Dear sir, let me walk with you as we discuss family plans.
It was a pleasure.
That was odd. Believe is definitely up to something and must be watched. Sir, about your wife, please.
Will not hear a word against my precious love.
I have to be frank. I just don't trust her.
Nonsense. She loves me like none of the rest of you. She's my only joy.
But what about your two daughters who adore you? Surely that is just as important. Isn't that a joy?
I'm not so sure they love me. They're disobedient and defiant of my wishes.
But when your wishes are unreasonable.
Master, Monsieur Florent is here.
Ah, Monsieur Florent. Come in, come in. I'm glad you are here with your medicines. Do you have a special dose for me?
Indeed, Monsieur. Dr. Bougon has specified a new treatment for
Goody! I always love new cures.
this one comes as a very large pill.
Oh, that's enormous!
It is, isn't it? One of my biggest yet.
You cannot swallow that pill. It would choke you.
Oh, it isn't taken by the now.
You must be kidding!
Now, you will come with me to your private room. You can administer the dose.
This is ridiculous. Get nothing away from him.
Madame, please do not interfere with the progress of the art.
That dose is a suggestion to administer.
I made it healthy. A little escapism is useful. Now, if you your dose, Monsieur Polo.
I absolutely refuse to let this take place. Try
Please show Monsieur Florent the door.
You refuse the dose prescribed by Dr. Bougon? He will be outraged. Good luck finding anyone who will treat you after this. No one in the medical profession will agree to take your case after this.
Sister, what have you done?
I have probably just saved your life.
Dr. Bougon is the most venerated doctor in all of France. He has his pride. He won't stand for this.
Nonsense. You don't need him.
I do need him. I'd better try and stop Monsieur Florent before he leaves. Monsieur Florent! Monsieur Florent!
I'm not sure that went so well.
But I just saved you from that enormous pit.
For God will come and our God will beg forgiveness. He will be at their mercy more than ever.
But if Dr. Burgon is truly offended and abandons him, he will need another doctor. Get ready and take place, please.
So no, I just missed him. He'll go straight to Dr. Bougon and tell him the news. Then Bougon will confront me in person. I must come up with an excuse and I don't have much time.
Master, Dr. Burgon is here.
Oh, that was fast.
Reach out, touch faith. You know, personal, Jesus. Someone to be your friend, someone who cares. You know, personal, Jesus. Someone to be your friend, someone who's there. Leaving alone before but I still living for a single regularly. Seems to be meant to things I was living alone, forgive us. Reach out, touch faith. Reach out, touch faith. You.
Don't be a fool! I'm marked by a visit, Dr. Pogon.
Do not fall on the floor alone. Levez-vous.
I was worried you'd be angry with me.
I am an vengeful doctor. I am merciful and just.
I am your humble patient.
Humble. Humble suggests obedience. Didn't your visitors I have ordered? A special remedy that Monsieur Florent was just here to administer to you.
It was a misunderstanding.
Une spéciale I myself composed for you.
I had intended
And
to.
its impact on your health would have been substantial.
My sister, you see, she
You could have lived to be 101.
could have.
When the trust between patient and doctor is compromised.
But I do trust
But
you.
can I trust who? Are you a devoted patient who will blindly follow all of my decrees? Or are you easily swayed by the opinions of the ignorant?
But my sister.
Are you implying that I'm ignorant, brother?
I cannot do two of you at once.
At any rate, the dose you refuse would have prolonged your life. Now you will die a slow and painful and miserable death without my care. I do, of course, have the antidote. But since you have spat in my face, I shall not show it. Au revoir, Monsieur Argon.
I thought you said you were merciful.
To my patients, yes. You are no longer in my care.
He wants you to beg.
Then I'll beg.
Don't. I've already sent for another doctor.
You did what?
I've got a time for a second opinion.
There is no greater doctor than I in all of Paris.
And that is why I summoned a doctor from Lyon. He should be arriving any moment now. His name is Dr. Dijon.
There's a doctor here to see you, sir.
Oh, well, what timing? Show him in. I can at least hear what he has to say.
Allow me, sir, to introduce myself to you. Your sister has sent me a long list of your various symptoms and ailments. I've come to offer my services for the latest doses and purgings you may require.
This man's condition is severe, but not incurable. You see, I've been treating him for some time.
Ha! You've been treating him, but not curing him. If you were curing him, it wouldn't take some time.
There are no instant remedies.
Ah, there are! They're just less lucrative and so less preferred.
If you are suggesting that I have not cured this man merely to line my pockets,
Either that or you're incompetent. Take your pick.
you insignificant company doctor! You will ruin the day! Come in now.
They were your minions, now they do my bidding. Now, sir, I must listen to your heart.
It's not his heart. It is liver.
This man is not noted among my books of the great doctors, so I suspect his diagnosis is all wrong. What does he say you are ill of?
He says it is the liver. Another say it is the spleen.
They are a pack of ignorant blockheads. You are suffering from the brain!
Brain?
Yes! What do you feel?
From time to time, great pains in my head.
The brain!
At times, it seems as if I had a mist before my eye.
The brain!
I feel sick now and then.
The brain, I tell you! Do you have an appetite?
Yes, sir.
Do you like to drink a little wine?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel sleepy after meals and willingly enjoy a nap?
Yes, sir.
The brain, I tell you! What does your doctor order you for food?
I order him soup.
Ignoramus!
Fowl,
Idiot!
veal,
Imbecile!
broth,
Ignoramus!
new laid eggs.
No!
At night, if you prudence to relax the bowels.
Yuck.
And above all, to have my wine well diluted in water.
Obviously, the work of an idiot! You must drink your wine pure! And to thicken your blood, you must have good fat beef. good fat pork, good Dutch cheese, some gruel, rice puddings, chestnuts, and cakes. This Dr. Bragan is an ass and seems to have very little medical knowledge.
I take offense at that remark. Clearly, there's only one option for Monsieur Argon and his malady of the brain. Already some.
No, we must cut out the brain!
That's what I meant to say. Cut out the brain.
Cut out his brain? Doesn't that seem a bit extreme?
Madam, he's so far gone that this may be the only thing to save him.
I agree 100%. If you would have come to me earlier, this was the antidote I would have prescribed for you.
This doesn't seem like an antidote. It seems like murder. Oh God, you cannot believe this.
Why? Two of the most respected doctors and friends have diagnosed me.
And suggested you cut out your brain. This is ridiculous. I would rather take advice from my tailor, my cobbler, even my servant than believe this nonsense.
Only an idiot would take medical advice from himself, aunt. Don't encourage this poor, sick man to follow your lead.
Argon, I promise you, you're not sick.
If this man is not sick, then we, as his patient, must be the idiot.
And does the opposite hold true as well? If you are idiots, this man is not sick.
Sure, why not? It is irrelevant as we are brilliant.
Oh, well, I know I am, but you are not so sure.
Toinette?
What is the meaning of this?
You said only a fool would take medical advice from a servant.
Who is this woman?
This is my servant.
And guess what that makes you?
Brother, how do you feel?
We've just proved that your doctor is a fool.
You've done nothing of the kind.
You were going to cut out my brain!
So,
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have helped.
who cares what you think? You're a patient. You're not being paid to think. That is my job.
I'm not sure I like the job you're doing.
You think I'm a fool? Harry is filled with people just like you. Simple-minded idiots who cannot even take a pill by themselves. Believe me, you are easily replaced.
Then you better find his replacement. Doctor.
Fine! Fools! Who will take care of me now? I take my leave of this mother!
He needs to work in his bedside manner.
Brother, are you all right?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know?
That's progress.
Who am I if I'm not you?
Perhaps it's time you find out.
I've left to find you for so long.
You have family who loves you. Let them define you.
My wife does love me. It's true.
Your wife is a greedy shrew who only loves you for your money and wants you dead.
This jealousy does not become you, Bernadette.
It's painful to learn the truth, isn't it?
I won't ask again.
Believe is a blood-sucking parasite. I cannot stand to see your blind subservience to this woman.
Sister, I warned you.
Wait till you become in anger. Perhaps I should tell you the truth more often.
I will make you regret those words of duration.
Master, that is enough. Stop these foolish words. Believe just wants you for your money. I know this may be hard to believe, but I can prove it if you'll let me.
And if you can't, you'll both apologize to me and give her the respect she deserves.
Fine, but you must do exactly as we say.
Very well. What do you want?
We need you to die.
Well, I'm not sure I like this plan.
No, not really die. We only need you to pretend to be dead. There in your chest, and
firm to the test. And when you are proven wrong, you will apologize.
And when you're proven wrong, you'll want to apologize, but it won't be necessary. I already forgive you.
And now, I die, feeling more alive than ever. That's irony.
Is this really necessary?
Don't rush in. Preparation is vital. Besides, it's quite entertaining.
Matt, I will have you hide and take witness to the scene.
This is the type of performance I love to see.
How much longer must I wait?
Get back in position then. Oh no! Oh no! Move quickly! This can't be true!
Why are you yelling, girl?
It is your husband, my master. He is good.
What do you mean?
I came in here just now and there he was, stretched out just as you see him, cold and lifeless. His heart just stopped. He's calling me a jade. The next.
Can we really be dead?
I'm afraid so, madam. I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. At last! What a happy day it is!
Madame,
A joyous day. It's a miracle.
you are happy because Monsieur Argon is out of his suffering?
I am happy because I am out of suffering. What an insufferable curmudgeon he was. So cranky, so demanding, so smelly. He was an insufferable troll, and the world is a better place without him. You're wasting tears over him? I will. He is not worth the tears. But he is worth a lot of money to me. Oh, darling, all of our scheming turned out to be unnecessary. He really was sick.
Now we no longer have to hide our love for each other.
Well, now that nothing needs to be hidden anymore, I hate you too.
Excusable.
Even more than I hated him.
But what you said, you loved me terribly.
Yes, when it came to loving you, it was terrible. Simpleton, I was only using you to get what I want. A little trick I learned from my father. And now, all of my hard work is paid off. Don't I'm so surprised that one thought. Everyone lies to get what they want. That's the way of the world. And those who lie best reap the greatest rewards. And no one lies better than me! Argon! My beloved, you are alive.
Enough!
But Argon,
You deceitful, scheming woman!
but I love you, don't you?
I'm not your shoe. The sight of you makes me sick.
But Argon,
Out!
but my love!
Now!
So I'm the bad guy? Just because I cheated on you, wished you dead, tried to steal your money? I'm the bad guy? I am the product of a bad guy. Does anyone care about that? Like a mutated gene, I inherited these work values. What's your excuse for your behavior? Go on. Cast me aside for being exactly who I was taught to be. It'll make no difference. I'll be just fine. There are plenty of suckers out there. What the hell with all of you?
It's never too late to have a happy childhood. And you, lawyer, you didn't really think she loved you, did you?
was so blind. Now that she's gone, my life is a misery. There's no one who loves me.
No, brother, that isn't true. You have the love of several women in your family. Me, your two daughters who adore you. Even Toinette. Me.
I behaved so badly to my two daughters. I'm sure that if they came in here and saw me lying there, their reaction would be the same as the ladies.
Perhaps it's time you find out.
But if their reaction is the same, my life would be meaningless.
There, we won't know unless we try. Now, madam, take a seat. Off to the chaise with you. Just die already. Oh no! Oh no! This cannot be! Oh, the miserable day!
What's going on?
It is your father! He's gone!
How gone? Dead? No, it cannot be.
I never thought he was really sick.
I thought it was Tommy.
I gave it him just now! And there he was, stretched out just as you see him, cold and lifeless. His heart just stopped!
What will we do without him? How will we go on?
Oh, Papa, you're taken too soon.
And to know it caused my father so much grief.
Oh, why, here is Monsieur Cléance!
My love, I am so sorry.
I'm not your beloved.
But my beloved,
I'm not your beloved.
mon Dieu, what has happened?
My father.
Yes, I've come to see him.
Well, there he is. Dead at the door now.
Oh, what a catastrophe! Oh, what a horrible event. Just when I was about to take your aunt's advice to ask for your hand in marriage.
I can never run away and marry you. I can never marry without my father's blessing. He could be strict, but in time he would have come around and blessed our union.
I understand. Though I love you more than anything, perhaps our love was never meant to be. I could have sworn it was, though. I hate to think that our conspiring in any way contributed to his untimely death.
No, he was really sick. Oh, no one believed it. Oh, please forgive me, Papa, if I ever caused you any grief. I know it was you who wanted me to join a convent. I will do so and pray for your soul every
Wait a minute. You're alive?
Can it be?
I'm so glad you aren't dead.
Papa, you fooled my old trick. Don't you see the difference in reactions, brother?
I've been such an overbearing fool. Ever since your mother died, it shows anger, sadness, sickness is my way of life. I'm so blind to the joy, the sunshine in my life, blind to the love of my family. I thought you two didn't love your father.
Well, we do love you, Daddy.
More than anything. And to prove so, I will join a convent.
And I will marry Tomas. That is what you truly wish. Just don't leave us.
Never, my dears. Nothing would give me greater joy than to see you both happy. Louisa, you do not need to join a convent. And Angelique, you don't have to marry Tomas. I see there is already a man with you by your side. Isn't that the music master?
Cléance. My name is Cléance. That was only a disguise to be able to see Angelique. I am the only son of the Duc d'Orléans. Sir, I humbly ask for your daughter Angelique's hand in marriage.
Dear daughter, if you wish to marry Cléance, I give you both my blessing. Thrills me to see you happy.
I am, Daddy.
Though, I must admit, it would have been nice for the doctor in the family.
Monsieur Thomas Diabadu.
Louisa, will you marry me? What? Oh, I know this is sudden, but you were right. I spent so much time in your company. It is your heart I long for. Love has struck me like lightning, and you spin me right round.
Oh, Thomas. Yes, love has struck me too. Yes, I will marry you.
You're good of your father.
My father says I am my own man, so I should prove it by taking my destiny into my own hands.
What another happy ending.
And I still get a doctor in the family.
Lovers filled with love, fathers filled with gratitude, and everyone filled with greater understanding. I do believe there's a happy ending for all.
Look at how your happinesses have multiplied. We now have two fine sons joining our family. And who knows, maybe soon you'll be blessed with little ones to call you grandfather.
And thank you, my sister, for helping me to see the true nature of my wife, and to recognize the love my daughters have for me. You've helped me to see that health and family are the greatest treasures one can possess. And most of all, thank you for setting me right side up.
That's what a good friend does.
I thank you, friend. A happy ending for all. That's cause for celebration!